will be the last time that a Labour governor will govern Abia State. I say it without missing word. The next governor of Abia State will be APC governor. Yeah, I say it without missing word. So we are friends, yes. We work together, yes. But I will not be number 6 citizen of the country and another party will govern my state. The next election of 2027, the APC governor will be there. I have told him in person, I have told him publicly and privately that APC governor will be the next governor of Abia State. How it will happen, I don't know, but it will happen.
So why are you confident?
I'm confident because we are working hard. I'm confident because my government is working hard. The president is working hard. And Abia will repay the president. Abia will repay the president.
Why do these APC men always speak so arrogantly? How can any man be certain about who will win the next election? Yes, Alex Otti of Abia State might be performing well. He's one of the most performing governors, especially when you compare the past governors in Abia State. But no one can still be certain about who will win the election in 2027. No one is certain about his life. You can't even say for certainty that you will be alive in 2027. Not to talk of saying and bragging that you will win the election, that this is the last time a Labour Party candidate will win an election in Abia State. The worst part of all this is that he even claimed that Abians must repay Tinubu. What an absurdity. Whatever arrangements and deals you guys are making among yourselves, Abians will never be part of it. If we call what we are practicing in Nigeria a democracy, people, especially the deputy speaker, should not be talking this way. It's like a threat to the electorate in Abia State. This is all part of the grand scheme by the APC to rally the South because they've seen the handwriting on the wall that Tinubu has lost the North. The romance is over. They have made it very clear that they will never back him in any future election. In fact, he will not be sure of getting up to 200,000 votes in the entire North in 2027. So today, they've remembered that the South exists. They've been calling on Southern unity. There is no Southern unity. After what happened in Lagos in 2023 elections, where they disenfranchised many simply because they weren't going to vote for APC. So they caused the division in the first place. Today, they want unity. They will never get it. Why would anyone that is living in Nigeria, that is experiencing what is going on today, ever consider voting for these people? Not even voting, just giving it a thought in the first place. Then there must be a serious problem, not with the APC, but the people. So people must have learned, especially people that collected money. Some even voted on credit. In many parts of Lagos, in many communities, they were promised money, but they never got that money. Just like it happened during the hunger protest. Many people were saying that they were told to come out for the counter-protest. That's a protest to stop the protest. Eventually, they didn't give them the money they were promised. So these are the people they are campaigning for. After failing many times to push it as if it is the North versus the South, no, this time around it will never work. It is good versus evil. Yes, we need to call it what it is. These people don't care about the suffering masses. All they care about is power. They want to be in power in perpetuity. If not them, their siblings, their relatives, their children, every one of them, they have fixed their people in the judiciary, in the civil service, in the police, the army, everywhere. It is a state capture. This is why they talk with impunity and audacity. It proves that elections don't matter, the votes don't count. If not, how can one be saying for certainty that no one except people from their party will win an election? There's no doubt that part of their strategy is to lobby Alex Otti to move back to APC. He was once a member of APC. If he eventually becomes to APC, that will guarantee that he will work for Tinubu in 2027. Because since he's a member, he must work for his party. Otherwise, it will be anti-party. Now, the question is, will Alex Otti become to APC, knowing that he has some goodwill in Abia State? Abians have suffered in the hands of former politicians that led them, governors, representatives, many of them, especially people in the PDP. PDP has been in control of Abia since the Fourth Republic. Now that they are seeing a governor working for them, will they move to APC with Alex Otti? Well, no need analyzing it further. This is left for Abians to decide. Whenever Alex Otti wakes up and announces that he has decamped to APC, let them react in any way they want. But there's one fact that is undeniable. APC is not loved in Abia State, or even the Southeast for that matter. Forget about the rigged governorship election in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma didn't win. Never mind the fact that the court awarded him the victory. Athena Foundation, through a Freedom of Information request to INEC, revealed that information. As you can see, they analyzed it on Channels TV.
There was significant non-compliance with INEC electoral guidelines in 1,101 polling units, where the results, the total votes cast, did not match with the BVAS accreditation.
Number of accredited voters, 500 and something thousand. Total votes that INEC collated at the end of the election, 700 and something thousand, a discrepancy of 200 and something thousand votes. So they manufactured the votes in the senatorial district of the governor, Hope Uzodinma. So this was exactly the same thing they tried to do in Abia State in 2023. Abians resisted it, including the INEC commissioner in Abia State. They tried hard to steal that election. In the end, Abians won. Exactly the same template they used in Imo State, it happened in Kogi, as revealed by the Freedom of Information request that INEC provided to Athena Foundation. They also want to do the same thing in the upcoming Edo State governorship election. The APC governorship candidate in Edo State has been dodging interviews. Arise TV invited him many times. He declined. In the end, he asked them to pay him $1 million to appear live on TV to answer questions. Can you imagine that? So Edo people should know what they are going into, because we have a president, someone that refused to answer any question or grant any interview or attend any debate during the presidential election. We all know how that person turned out today. So it's a huge red flag for anyone to dodge debate or interview going into an election. It already proves to you that the person has nothing to offer. He can't even answer questions.
I want to tell you, the mineral resources in Edo State, has the present government do anything about it? Let me tell you, I know say una no dey see water. Una dey see water here. Let me tell you, massive road construction. Because una still get road where Oga Adam Soshomele stop. We want to bring back, declare a state of emergency.
That's the APC governorship candidate speaking in a rally held recently in Edo State. Maybe he was nervous, but it doesn't sound good. No election rigging is pardonable. This is why many people can never work with Tinubu or APC. The 2023 presidential election wasn't the first that was rigged massively in Nigeria's history. In fact, a few years ago, precisely in 2007, the presidential election was also massively rigged. In fact, up till today, no state-by-state tabulation of the figures was ever released by INEC. That was the INEC of Maurice Iwu. Today we have the INEC of Mahmoud Yakubu. But there is one important difference between the two. Yar'Adua accepted that the election that produced him as president was seriously flawed. As a result, he promised to work towards a reform of the entire electoral process. Nigerians forgave him. Nigerians are nice people. They quickly forgot about everything that happened during the election. Compare that to what is happening today. They didn't win an election, and going by the announced figures, they didn't even win up to 40% of the votes. Despite all this, they can't even deliver good governance. They are suffering everywhere. So this is why Nigerians can never forgive them. And let no one deceive you that your governor and House of Assembly members must be in the ruling party at the center before you can receive good governance. That is a lie. When Peter Obi was governor, he governed under APGA. He delivered good governance to Anambra people. Alex Otti is currently delivering good governance to Abians, despite being in Labour Party. So it never works. Even in the north, where they have been in power far longer than southerners, they are suffering today. They have more out-of-school children than most southerners. They have more poor people than most southerners. So it never works. The fact that your man, your father, your relative is the president, is the governor, is this and that, does not mean that your community will be paved with gold, that you will never lack anything you need in your life. No, the reality is that politicians and the elites are for themselves. Among them, they have a common interest. That common interest is sharing the loot looted from the treasury of this country. They are not interested in uplifting the lives of ordinary Nigerians. If you don't belong to the clique, you will never spring up or make it. That's what unites them. Among them, they don't talk about tribalism. They don't ask you where you're from. Are you this? Are you that? No. They are united under one common goal. It is the suffering masses that turn up to defend them, despite them not even knowing them face to face. They can't say, who are you? I've never met you before. But they turn up and defend them because of crumbs. They are being paid peanuts to defend bad governance. Leave all the bragging that no one can defeat Tinubu, no one can do this, no one can do that. If they truly think that they are popular, despite the destruction they have brought on this country, let them allow free and fair election. He will not get up to 500,000 votes across Nigeria. 500,000 is even too much. This is why they will never reform INEC, and without that reform, 2027 remains bleak. Of course, that doesn't mean that people shouldn't troop out in their numbers to come out and vote and protect the vote. Let's see how they will win. Thanks for watching.
We are going to busy first, 5,000. She's a busy enter. Now, someone with the virus, 5,000 for 2 places. Now with the buy 1 place, 37,000. Which APC? Yeah, Agbede, no single APC again. We don't know where to see people when they pack up. When they use water, they now say with the water. Whether they pass with their gulu. That thing went from PDP say don't think the cap will come in APC and rubber. When they use water, they pack people, they go out cheap. They say they rally the one go. Who will vote for them? Okay, we need that crowd, not before. Hey, from where? Which person come up for Agbede? Which person? Now see God person Agbede go down rally. Oh, she must the same thing. Now somewhere else they got the higher people, they can say this one a shame. This one they shame. Governor they come. Governor they come and they come support us. Then they tell me only the bright people make them come. Because they carry some who sound where they for the carry people for bush, different people come.